to this episode of the MPE 2025 Awards Winners Series, where we pair and showcase not one, but two MPE 2025 Award winners to discuss what matters in merchant payments. My name is Neira Jones, and it is my pleasure to welcome today Melinda Roylett, Managing Director at Lloyds Banking Group Merchant Services, and Petri, Ahti, Head of Business Development at MarketPay, to hear their insights around today's theme, the power of payments, how we pay is changing from the merchant to the bank. And at the very end, I'll be asking them a surprise question, one they haven't seen coming. So stick around to find out what it is. But first, let me tell you about our two winners and what makes them perfect to discuss our theme today. Lloyds Banking Group won the Best Omnichannel Payment Solution Award for 2025 for transforming its merchant services into a seamless, all-in-one platform for businesses of all sizes. Their advanced technology and services boosted results for 34,000 businesses, improving authorization rates, cost efficiency, and access to integrated financial products. So well done, Lloyds Banking Group. MarketPay won the 2025 Merchant Payment Acceptance of the Year Award for its pan-European platform that blends technical excellence, broad acceptance, and seamless interoperability, setting new standards in customer-focused payments across Europe. Welcome, Melinda and Petri. Let's dive into our questions. So, first of all, I want to talk about your winning moment. And the question is, what did the award mean for you and what was happening in your company at the time? First to you, Melinda.
Well, thank you, Neira, for having me here, and nice to meet you, Petri. And as I said when we started, it felt like old friends and family, coming back together. And so the award was very important for us at Lloyds Banking Group because we've really been in a big turnaround situation, for the last 2.5 years, really refreshing and modernizing our business, and really being laser focused on what our customers need. And so this award was like a external validation of all that hard work and effort that teams across the business had delivered for our customers. And because of that, we were extra proud. You could see when I was accepting the award, I was very animated, and and we brought back the award and we shared it with all the teams in Lloyds. The trophy went on a little bit of a mini tour around the UK, and it's now proudly in our ever expanding actually our trophy cabinet in our Basildon site office. But yeah, it was very important for us, marking a big milestone in how far we've come.
Fantastic. And how about you, Petri? So what did the award mean to you and what was happening at the time?
Yeah, well, I can say that personally it was a really nice moment in the working life, and you don't get to as a payments guy to kind of to go on stage, with the big lights and music and everything, and accept a very nice award. And in our case, we are keeping the beautiful trophy at our Denmark office, which is one of our big offices. So we are growing the cabinet as well. And I would say that from a company perspective, like any payments company, so of course kind of the daily grind is about building the new services and working with the customers to get the right priorities in place. But maybe what I would say that the MarketPay is a fairly, let's say, young company in some way, and we are entering the markets and approaching new markets all the time. So like what was really going on is that we are really growing our brand awareness, and so everybody would know MarketPay. So this award, of course, was a very good thing to help us with this objective.
And that's fantastic. And on that point, I'd like to stay with you for now, Petri, to actually look beyond the trophy. So what challenges are you actually solving now, and how has your market position evolved?
Yeah, I would say that, we have I guess we can say kind of that in business-wise, a traditional happy problem, which is to how to manage the growth. So when you grow, you get a lot of new people, and you get new customers, you enter new markets. So kind of to how to keep everything together, and how to find the right people, and kind of to keep it together, as they say. And like the award was about the platform, and of course we need to be very focused on keeping the platform tight, so to speak. So we remain in our singular unified payment platform strategy, and want to serve all the markets with the same key assets. So this is I would say that going forward is that we'll talk about the new features, new services a little bit later, but it's really about keeping very laser focused on the reasons why we won the award.
Excellent. So from a young growing company to an established organization. So to you, Melinda, so what challenges are you solving now, and how has your market position evolved?
Well, three things that our customers, are wanting really. The first one is really in the here and now, like more connections with ISVs. The ISV market is becoming pretty much the main way that a lot of merchants are wanting to accept payments. They're first making the choice to what business software do they want, and then how do the payments fit in with that. And so we're spending a lot of time continuing to build out our roster of partners to make sure that we can cover as many of the partners that our customers need as possible. So that would be the first thing. The second is really around omni-channel, even getting better, and that convergence, between like the real life and omni-channel, trying to make that as slick as possible. So how do you? I was just in a call today with a customer who wants to make sure that their in-store payments and their online payments and click and collect, how does that infrastructure all work seamlessly together, and how can we as Lloyd's CardNet support that? So that continued drive to make those ecosystems work together continues to remain important. I think the third thing, our customers are starting to ask us about, and we're starting to see trends around, is agentic commerce. So I can't leave this chat without talking about AI. But as a merchant, how do you think about distributing your products and making sales? I think the old version was, okay, well, you'd have your website, the customer would come to you. All right, well, agentic commerce is blowing that all up. Now people are thinking about, buying things from recommendations from AI portals. And so, how do we enable payments and, the whole, buying journey of which we're a big part of, starting to think about that through those channels. So yeah, they're the main three things that are occupying us at the moment.
And that's fantastic. So from both of you, there is clearly vision into where you're going as a company's next. So what I'd like to examine is examine further this vision and impact. And staying with you, Melinda, since you mentioned agentic commerce and other innovative things that are happening in our industry. So where do you see payment acceptance and omni-channel payments headed? And any advice for other innovators from where you stand?
Yeah, I think it's all about the customer, right? And so I think payments are going to become even more embedded. So, agentic commerce or buy now, pay later, it's where the transaction happens, is where the payment's going to happen. And so I think what is going to happen is we've seen it, over the last, even 10 years. Petri, I'm sure you sound like a old-time payments guy and gal like myself, but, it's becoming more fragmented, right? And I think that provides a lot of opportunity for nimble players to come in and establish niches and to find market share. So I think it's a great opportunity as the barriers to entry come down for the market to become even more innovative. So yeah.
Fantastic. And you, Petri, so where are we all headed, and any advice for other innovators?
Well, very wide topic, and I can echo everything that Melinda was saying, and ISVs, for example, is becoming more and more important, and I truly believe that the tier 2, tier 3 merchants are they less and less so they will deal directly with the payments, and how do we go to market with the ISVs is one thing. However, let's say market-based focus is also a lot on the tier 1 and the kind of the direct customers working with the big retailers, and there I will say that there, let's say, I would pick out three main themes that are kind of keeping us busy, so to speak. So one thing is payment resilience. Of course, this has always been the topic, and the kind of how to keep the flow of payments not disrupted in any circumstances. But now with all the things going on, like geopolitical challenges and so forth. So this is a very, very important topic, and a kind of a belts and braces game, if you ever saw one. So this is a key thing that all service providers and merchants alike need to work together to make sure that people can continue to buy things. And so this is one part. And cost of payments, always a good topic. And market-based, our strategy is to be, let's say, a neutral enabler in terms of payment methods. So we work together with the merchants to make sure that they get the right payment methods, and everybody knows that there's, let's say, a constant. I don't want to say it's a fight against Visa and Mastercard, but a need for new options also at the in-store. So this is something that will definitely keep everybody busy in the next years, and focus on that one will grow. Third one I want to mention is basically everything that is coming from mobile wallets. And the old saying is that everything that can go to mobile will go to mobile. So more and more, like people using the plastic cards, maybe not the thing of the past, but more and more transactions will happen using mobile wallets, whether it's a merchant wallet or some other wallet. So this means that the customer journeys will start to change quite a bit, and how we take this into account with the customers and our services is a key thing to work on in the next few years.
Fantastic. So what I'm actually hearing from both of you is that you're both actually helping your customers to help their customers to pay in whichever way they want to, wherever they are. So we're becoming more and more convenient in our industry. So next we will have a very quick fire Q&A round where I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and I'll stay with you, Petri, for this one. So first question, really quickly, what's next?
Well, the key thing for any company, including market-based, to close a lot of new deals, get a lot of new customers. So this is, we are a commercial company, and we like to grow, and that's keeps everything moving. And then what makes this possible is every day we have to earn the trust of the customers and work together with them in really, really good partnerships to solve the problems and get the new innovations underway.
Cool. Now, describe your company in 3 words.
Well, let's say that we are a dedicated future-proof payments partner. That's
Okay,
kind of
a bit more than 3, but that's kind of good. Okay, last question. Give me 1 word to describe the merchant payments industry.
So I've been in the industry for almost 30 years, which is kind of terrible, but I can still say the word is inspiring.
Excellent. I would actually agree with that. Now to you, Melinda. Quick fire round. What's next?
Well, we're working hard to develop a proposition for our smallest merchants at Lloyd's. We have hundreds of thousands of startups and new customers, coming to us all the time and wanting payment services. And so we're really upgrading our offer beginning of next year for our smallest, but really important to the economy segment of micro customers.
Describe your company in 3 words.
Well, I might so you can describe Lloyd's, but I might describe Lloyd's Merchant Services or CardNet, which I look after. So I would say that we're bold. We're really looking into all of the challenges our customers are facing and tackling them head on. We're trusted, so we're backed by Lloyd's. Been around for 300 years. So to Petri's point, we're going to be there tomorrow, and we can be a long-term, stable payments player. And we're also innovative. So we're looking at different ways, partnering with different people. Really thinking about payments in a very non-bank way to do the best by our customers. So yeah, I think that would be the 3 words.
And now for the last one. Give me one word to describe the merchant payments industry.
I was thinking about this. It's quite hard. I was trying to like, yeah, I think it's complicated, but I think it's intellectually complicated. But I think that's two words. It's kind of like, so maybe interesting is a good word. It's a very English word. It's interesting, but not in the traditional English way. But yeah, it's just like you never leave being bored any day, do you guys? So
Absolutely. So now I have a final question. One that neither of you actually knows about. Are you ready?
yes,
Yes, we're ready.
absolutely, Neira. Yeah.
Okay, so first to you, Petri. What's the one piece of advice you'd give to next year's MPE Awards entrants in your category? And what's your secret to winning?
Well, there are a lot of categories, so the key thing is to pick the right one that you have the best chance in beating the competition. So that's probably the right advice. And then the second advice that for the ceremony wear your nice dress shirt so you look good on stage.
Excellent. And now to you, Melinda. What's the one piece of advice you'd give to next year's MPE Awards entrant in your category? And what's your secret to winning?
Well, I do like your advice, Petri, about the outfits. I mean, Neira wore, if you can remember, her outfit was like,
Yeah.
it was very, very amazing. So I'm not sure there's any outshining the host on that one. But I would just say, have a well-rounded application. Make sure there's lots of details in there, and make sure the passion that you and your teams have for what you've delivered really shines through. I think genuinely that's what I was told set us apart from the gang, and so yeah, definitely something for future people to think about.
And definitely the passion shone through for both of you on the day. Thank you both. You've been fabulous guests. I'm Neira Jones, Chair of the MPE Awards, and you've been listening to Melinda Roylett, Managing Director at Lloyds Banking Group Merchant Services, and Petri Ahti, Head of Business Development at MarketPay, talk about the power of payments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone who'd love it. More coming soon on The Voice of MPE.